Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My topic of presentation is narcotics, presented to respected Sir Dr. Hammad Majeed and presented by Syed Muhammad Zille Husnain Shahnumi. So, first of all, we discuss the table of content, introduction, origin of narcotics, streets name, how do narcotics looks like, types of narcotics, signs of narcotics inhaler, what is the behavioral sign, what is the physical sign, what is the medication sign, medicated effects on nervous system, how can the narcotics affect the nervous system. These are the points. Psychological dependence, what is the psychological dependence on the narcotics. Overdose effect, what is the effect if we overdose and overdoses of these narcotics, opiums, morphine like this. And also lastly we discuss about the latest research on the narcotics inhaling and what is the ratio between these days and these in these years. So first of all we discuss introduction. What are narcotics? Also known as opioids, the term narcotics come from Greek word for stopper and stopper, blocker, and these terms are used for the narcotics. And it is originally referred to a variety of substances that dulled the senses and relieved pain. So, narcotics refers to opium, opium derivatives, and their semi-synthetic substitutes. A more current term for these drugs with less uncertainty regarding its meaning is like opioids. Example including the illicit drug heroin and the pharmaceutical drugs the like oxycontin, Vicodin, codeine, morphine, methadone, and fentanyl. These are the pharmaceutical drugs that can be used, narcotics used daily persons for relieved pain. So, origin of narcotics. What is the origin? What is their origin? The poppy papaver somniferum is the source for all natural opioids, whereas synthetic opioids are made entirely in a lab and include meperidine, fentanyl, and methadone. Semi-synthetic opioids are synthesized from naturally occurring opium products such as morphine and codeine and include also heroin, oxycodone, hydrocodone, and hydromorphone. The teen can obtain narcotics from friends, family members, medicine cabinets, pharmacies, nursing home, hospitals, hospices, doctors, and also from the internet. These are some resources the teens can obtain narcotics, and sometime the friends can discussing with friends, and the friends can say you can use these drug, these narcotics, these medicine, these for different kind of uses and also for the sexual behaviors. Common streets names of narcotics. What are common streets names? Streets names for various narcotics opioids include mud, brown sugar. Brown sugar is the latest and new form of narcotics, and nowadays it is very useful in in a teen and youngsters, and it is very dangerous. Junk, black tat, big H, Dover powder, MPTP. MPTP is the new form of heroin, lean or purple drink, sippin syrup. These are the common streets name of narcotics. Next, what do narcotics look like? How they look like? What do they look like? Narcotics opioids come in various forms include tablets form, capsules form, Skin patches, powder, chunk in varying color from white to shades of brown and black. Like brown sugar is the biggest and the latest types of narcotics. Liquid form for oral use and injection, syrup, soapy stories, and lollipops. These are how they look like the narcotics. Types of narcotics. There are heroin. Heroin is the biggest type and nearly 80% if in America, and the 80% use of American heroin abuse prescription opioids and these are made from morphine, from opium poppy plants, white or brown powder or black sticky substances. These are look like and the white or brown powder type, sometimes black sticky substances type. Or these it is how people, the persons use these drugs and use these morphine or heroin, these powder. They can inject in their body, sniffed, snorted, or smoked. Through a smoking, the people can use these narcotics, and these are very dangerous. If we can use these narcotics and in overdose, the highly risk of overdose to death, because the increased risk due to high potency of fentanyl added to heroin. The fentanyl highly present in the heroin. These can cause these is a can cause of the death if we can overdose of these narcotics or heroin. So basically the use of these narcotics are dangerous, but if we can overdose of these narcotics and the heroin, like heroin morphine, it can and the cause of death. These are some other types of narcotics and their brands name in market. Oxycodone, opioids, narcotics and brands name. These are oxycodone, oxycontin, percodone, percocet. Next, hydrocodone, Vicodin, Lortab, Lorset. These are the brands names of these medicine narcotics that can made from these opioids and opium-based derivatives. Morphine, Cadine, Avinza, MS-Contin, Codeine, various brand names, and fentanyl, Doragesic, propioxyphene, Dorvon, and mepridine, Demerol, methadone. Various brands names are available in from the methadones and propimepridines. These are the types of narcotics. Signs of narcotics inhaler. What are their physical signs and the physical look of the narcotics inhaler, narcotics abusers? First of all, the narcotics inhaler or narcotics abuser unusually drowsiness, nodding off at random times, is dizziness, constricted small pupils, glassy eyes, slowed breathing. These can affect the immune system also, and also the uh, affect the breathing system, and they affect lungs, that can slow the breathing. Nausea, constipation, weight loss or decline of appearance. Signs of narcotics inhaler. Behavioral sign. What is the behavior signs of narcotics abuser, narcotics inhaler? First of all, the extreme mood swings. In first of all, first they can vary in a happy mode, and quickly it can change their swing. It's very angry mood swings in extreme mood swings, in irritability, angry outbursts, anxiety, uh, euphoria, confusion, secrecy, dishonesty, more absence from work, consistently late to work, withdrawal from friends, co-workers and family, change in friends, neglected responsibility. These are some signs of behavior and behavioral signs of narcotics inhaler and narcotics abusers. Signs of narcotics inhaler, like a medication warning signs. Taking medication for reason other than physical pain. Medicine take if the reason is genuine. Otherwise, in the in a in a very anxiety mod, and in very in a friends, you cannot use narcotics as a joke. You can take these narcotics in a serious reasons. Laws of control over medication use. Taking medication prescribed for someone else. The use of narcotics or medication, if doctor or physician prescribe you, otherwise these are very dangerous to your life. If you can overdose the narcotics, you can it can cause the death. Overdose can affect the death because the fentanyl dose are present in this. Effects on nervous system. What is the effects on nervous system, on mind? The effects, there are the large effects on narcotics effects on, because they block the senses. So besides their medical uses, narcotics abuse produce a general sense of well-being by reducing tension, anxiety, and depression, because these block the signals that can control. So it can be helping in the reducing tension, anxiety, and aggression. That is why some teens and youngers use the narcotics to reduce their pain, anxiety, and depression. The main cause of depression, anxiety is unemployment and other, sometimes the house issues. And the teen and younger are moved toward the narcotics to relieve and reduce their pain, tension, anxiety, and depression. These effects are helpful in a therapeutic setting but contribute to the drug abuse. Narcotic opioids use come with a variety of unwanted effects, including drowsiness, inability to concentrate, and apathy. Psychological dependence. Use can create psychological dependence long after the physical need for the drug has passed. The user may continue to think and talk about using drugs and feel overwhelmed coping with daily activities. Relapse is common if there are not change to the physical environment or the behavioral motivator that prompted the abuse in the first place. Overdose effects of narcotics. There are, what are there of overdose effects? First of all, the overdose effect is the cause of death. So overdose of narcotics are not uncommon and can be fatal. Physical signs of narcotics opioids overdose include constricted pinpoint pupils, cold clammy skin, confusion, convulsions, extreme drowsiness, and slowed the breathing. It can cause affect the lungs system and breathing system, that can slow the breathing. Drugs marketing. The latest research on the opioids, narcotics, what is the percentage of narcotics using is increase or decreases. So number of opioids user worldwide has nearly doubled since 2010, and in 2019 nearly 62 million people were estimated to be past year users of opioids, include people who use opiates and people who use pharmaceutical opioids for non-medical purposes. This corresponds to 1.2% of the global population age 15 to 64 year. The age the people who use narcotics and these drugs are in the age of 15 to 56. Many are teenagers, and the youngsters are use these narcotics. Among opioids users, about half, 31 million, had used opiates, heroin, and opium in the past years. 0.6% of the population age 15 to 64. And in the among this the past years, we can see that 31 million had used opiates, heroin, and opium. Heroin is the very natural form we can discuss in recent slides. 80% user the people use heroin. Heroin is the biggest source of narcotics, and 31 million people are in the past. No, in 2010 to 2019, the the population of the opioids user or narcotics user are increases, no, day by day. ड्रग मार्केट ट्रेंड्स मतलब कि mean between 2010 and 2019 the estimated number of opioid users worldwide nearly doubled from just over 31 million to just under 62 million estimated past year users. Over the same periods, the prevalences of opioids use increased by 76%, whereas the global population increased by 10%. The main increase in the global number of opioids users in recent years has been driven by a number of new estimates made available for Asia and Africa. No, it is the least between of the opioid user drugs users in the 2010 to 2019. The in x-axis in y-axis we can see the number of users million, and in x-axis number of users and prevalences of uses in the year of uses, and in the right hand side we can see that annual prevalences percentage, and this source can be uh, deduct from UNODC estimates based I mean responses on the questionnaires, and we can see that in 2010s only 30 millions people are 30 to 31 millions people that can use the or narcotics or drugs. But no, we can move toward in 2018 and 2019 that the population of the users narcotics users are increased or doubled. So it can from 31 to 31 to 60 to 61%, and from 0.6 to 1 to 1.2 increases. So the drug is nowadays using the population increase. The main reason behind is the unemployment, the house issues, the fake love. These are the main reason the teenager use the drugs to reduce their pains, and reduce their anxiety, reduce their depression, and use these narcotics, and that is very dangerous and very very cause very dangerous effects on the health and on the life. So no, that is from my side. Thank you so much. These are the references where the data is collected. So last, thank you.